Yo, what's up? This is Joel Duran, creator of Boxing Habit, back with another video. This one we're going to talk about Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., how ripped and in shape he is looking, incredible shape for his upcoming fight with Canelo. I talked about this, mostly about this in my other video last week, but it was in Spanish. It was my Spanish video. But now another picture just came out, and he's looking in fucking phenomenal shape, man. This is a determined Chavez right here. This is going to be probably the greatest shape he's ever been in his life. And when he was down at 160, man, he was in good shape. Some fights, man. He started getting undisciplined and, getting out of hand and blowing up in weight after the Martinez fight. After he lost his title, he got caught with the marijuana and all that. So, looks like he got his shit straight, man. And this doesn't surprise me at all. Because a lot of people saw that in his last fight in December. He made weight. It was a catch weight at 169 his last fight in December. Yeah, I think it was 169 the catch weight. And fuck that, he didn't even make 168. He made 167.8. He went under 168. So already people right there saw that he might be turning it around, And yeah, but little did we know that he was doing that because he was out to challenge Canelo. A lot of people forgot that right after that fight, he, up in the ring on his post-fight interview, he's the one that sends the challenge to Canelo. And he's the one that proposed the catch weight. So he was already determined. He was trying to send a message out to Canelo's camp that to take him seriously, to take his offer seriously. They weren't going to take it seriously if he was, still looking trouble making weight, missing weight, and being undisciplined like he has been in the past few years. So that's what caught everybody's attention, especially Canelo's camp. And then Canelo was waiting for, he had to choose an opponent for May since he sent that contract to Golovkin for September. So he needed an opponent for May. And then he saw this motherfucker looking in good shape, made weight, won his fight. And then he sends out the challenge, and he's the one proposing the catch weight. I mean, there had to be a catch weight, no matter what. When these guys have been calling out each other for years now. Fucking 5-6 years, man, since they were fucking teenagers themselves. Big Mexican rivalry right there. And we all know that eventually they would have to meet up somewhere in a catch weight because they've always been several pounds away from each other. I think the closest they got was one weight class away, but that was like 5 years ago, I think. And Canelo was completely unknown yet in the U.S. Chavez was known because of his father. He was fighting more fights over here in the U.S. But that was the closest, I think. It was like 6-7 pounds apart. But then fucking Chavez fucked that up, and the weight started getting more and more. There was a bigger gap in the weight. Because he was so undisciplined the last few years and just fucking blew up. Couldn't even make 168. So now he makes his last fight less than 168. The other fucker's at 154. So they're two weight classes apart. And then Chavez is the one that proposes the fucking catch weight. So he looks determined already right there. And that's why it gets done. And then they got the same TV network. They're signed to the same TV network in Mexico now. They were always signed to the rivals, the TV network rivals. So that was pretty hard to make a fight like that. Now they're signed to the same one, Azteca. So that's why the fight got done. And as soon as the fight was done, everybody just thinking about his downs, all the negative shit surrounding Chavez Jr. So that's why a lot of people were frowning about this fight, and they weren't feeling it. It was a mismatch on paper, but now, no way, this fight has gotten really good, man. Interesting. I think the pay-per-views are gonna rise even more now, because this is a determined Chavez Jr. right here. And then he never went up in weight. He never blew up in weight from his last fight in December to now. I mean, it looked like he was determined. He's out to get Canelo, man. People don't understand how much of a big rivalry this is. These guys don't fucking like each other. They haven't liked each other forever. It's kind of like Amir Khan and fucking Kell Brook, and this is the Mexican version. So, since then, he has made a lot of good moves as to the weight, obviously, being in shape, and his camp, Chavez Jr. He has made a lot of good moves in his camp, surrounding himself with the right people. He went and he picked up strength and conditioning coach Memo Heredia. Very good fucking move right there. Looks like that's what he's benefiting from right now. And then he goes and gets his legendary coach, the trainer, Nacho Beristain. So those are fucking really good moves, and everything's rolling very, very smooth, man. I mean, he never went up in weight. I mean, the press conference was in, the press tour kicked off. It was in February, and he never fucking looked heavy at all. He looked slender, he looked skinny, tall, like normal, like if he was getting actually ready for a fight. It was like he looked normal. He didn't look fat at all. And we're talking about over nearly 3 months away from the fight. And then he begins training. He begins training camp right after the fucking press tour, right after, and that's in February. So, and then Canelo doesn't. He sticks to what he always does. You know what? About 8 weeks. So he doesn't kick it off until like basically March, in the beginning of March. You know, he's sticking to the normal 8 weeks, I guess, because I mean, nothing has to go out of the way for him to stay on. He's been on track, you know what I mean? Every fight, he's a true professional. He ain't lacking no discipline, so that doesn't catch anybody's attention. So the determination on Chavez Jr., man, it's unbelievable, man. He's fully focused. And then, so we got him revealing, Chavez Jr. revealing the weight and everything, and right now he's at he's saying that he is at 100 and he's revealing that he's 178 pounds, and then getting closer to the fight, maybe in the middle of April, maybe a couple of weeks away from the fight or 3 weeks away, they want him to be at 175. So basically he's going to be training in this weight where he's at right now. It's not like he's drained and he has no energy. That's the purpose of getting him there so quick, instead of losing all that fucking weight with such a close window when the fight's already approaching, like he's done in the past. And that's why he gets there all fucking drained, looking like a fucking skeleton, and is, you know, just doing major weight cut. He's not going to do any major weight cut if he's a couple of weeks away from the fight at 175 already. He's going to be like about 10 pounds away. And then we all know that the major weight cut comes on the last week. And he's not going to be doing major weight cut. I mean, if anything under 10 pounds is not going to be major weight cut. That's actually normal. So he's basically at 178, and he's going to be down to like around 175, 174, I'm assuming, about a couple of weeks before the fight. He's going to be training this whole time at this weight, accustomed to it, man. No major weight cut, man. So this is unbelievable, man. The determination, man. I mean, Canelo better not overlook this guy, and I hope he wasn't. I don't think he is. Like I said, he's a true professional. So, because he better bring his A game, because this motherfucker, we already know the difference, man. The size difference. It's like fucking huge, man. Chavez looks fucking huge next to him. So the size difference is already there. That's what Chavez got going for him. He's in the best shape of his life. He's not going to be drained. He's got Memo Heredia on his fucking corner, and he's got Nacho Beristain, and of course he's still got his father. He's always got his father. So he's got a good fucking group around him, man. And on top of that, look at his body, man. He's in phenomenal shape. So this fight, the pay-per-views have gone up a lot now. because the people are seeing the determination by this other side that everybody thought it was going to be the weak side. You know, Chavez Jr. being undisciplined, being weight trained. No, this is going to be a very good competitive fight. I still think Canelo's going to fucking wear him down with them body shots. But it's going to be a good fight, so fucking good that we might fucking be asking for a rematch. Hopefully not an immediate rematch. Well, I won that fucking Golovkin fight like everybody else does in September, but for the future or something, because I don't think it's going to be one-sided. Who knows? But I think Canelo will finish him later rounds than fucking body shots. So, there it is. We got ourselves a fight. Mexican showdown. I was already thinking about around close to 1 million pay-per-view buys. I'm saying definitely now. I think we're gonna get 1 million pay-per-views right here, and then it's gonna be record-breaking the viewership that they're gonna get in Mexico, because Canelo fucking breaks records all the time just by fighting guys like Liam Smith in Mexico. Fucking numbers are crazy now with these two clashing. Fuck, they're gonna be getting some major money from them fucking Edwards over there too. Big time. So this is the big fight so far of the year, and everybody's going to talk about this. I mean, leading up to the fight, we'll see. As we start watching those training camps like on 24/7 and all that, we still got to see the face-off. Things are going to get more interesting. There's a lot of shit talking, mostly by Chavez too. Even though he looked like a bitch with that, making that bet for betting each other's purses, and then a day later, he backs down. He goes crying to his dad, and his dad comes over and tries to get him out of the bet, talking to Canelo, and Canelo, having the respect that he does for fucking Chavez Sr., he agrees and lets him off the bet. But yeah, I mean, Chavez goes around talking shit about Canelo, that he's a pussy because he's backing down from Golovkin, and look at what he does. He shakes hands with him and everything, man. He fucking makes the bet and runs up to his daddy to help him out. That's some pussy ass shit right there, man. He looked like a bitch. So, yeah, that doesn't look good when you're trying to talk shit about the other guy being a pussy and you fucking go running to daddy. But you see, that's good for the fight, man, because the Canelo ain't a shit talker. So, yeah, that's a good one. So, like I'm saying, we're going to see more shit talking as we get closer to the fight. So, the pay-per-views are going to keep rising, watch. Even before the fight, people are going to be determined to buy this fucking fight. And then we saw the fight card. The fight card is already fucking good. It's decent now. And we already even have a backup plan. If fucking little G, Golovkin, doesn't sign the fucking contract to fight Canelo in September, Golden Boy already got a good backup plan, got Lemieux on undercard. So, and then we got Lucas Matissa return, first fight at welterweight against Emmanuel Taylor, a good fighter too. So, I mean, little Joseph Diaz opening up the card as the first fight. This fight is going to do some fucking big numbers, man, and all the fucking haters are going to be fucking fuming. But hey, you'll be able to see what a fucking real money fighter is. The real biggest attraction in boxing now since Mayweather's gone. It ain't Pacquiao. It's fucking Canelo. You like it or, you love it or hate it, fuck it. You got it. That's what it is, man. It is what it is. No matter how much you fume, all you fucking Golovkin fanboys, Canelo haters talking all your shit. This is the #1 boxing attraction, and you're going to see them fucking numbers. And deal with it. Alright, so hopefully fucking Golovkin signs that contract as we're getting closer to this fight or right after this fight, because we're waiting on that fucking fight. And after that pay-per-view flop that we saw him do again, another pay-per-view flop, compare those fucking numbers to these numbers coming up. You ain't shit, Golovkin. You ain't shit. Sign the fucking contract. They're giving you a shitload of fucking money already as it is. Sign the fucking contract. You're about the fans, right? You're about giving a fucking big drama show to the fans? Well, stop bitching about fucking money when they're giving you a shit ton of money. 3 times what you ever made. 15 fucking million plus pay-per-view revenue. Sign the fucking contract. Alright, man. That's all I gotta say. And don't forget to follow Boxing Habit on Facebook. And don't forget to hit subscribe here on YouTube. And I'm out.